Hey everybody, Virginia the Buckeye Gamer here, and I am back for another awesome pickups video. I'm actually going to make some changes to how I do pickups now, if you didn't notice by the title of the video. I am going to try to do these pickups on just a monthly basis. So this one, of course, I will have for August, and then I'll do another one for September towards the end of next month. So anyway, I just figured it'd be a little easier that way, that, so then I can start recording other topics that I have been wanting to do. But anyway, enough of that rambling. Let's get right into the pickups. So I'm going to start with, I don't really have this in any specific order. I just kind of have everything strung out, but I have 3 Switch games that I have recently added. So this one was actually a pickup that I got yesterday, so I have not had a chance to try it, but everyone I know that has played it said it's pretty cool. And this is Paper Mario, the Origami King. I do love me the Paper Mario games. They always say Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door is the best one out of the entire series, and it's a great game. But to be perfectly honest, I actually like Super Paper Mario on the Wii a lot better. I don't know if that's maybe because I played that one before I played the Thousand-Year Door. I just kind of like it better. It's just me. It's my opinion, but like what you want, hate what you want, it's up to you. And then the next Switch game is Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. I'm not a big fan of the Monster Hunter series. Now, I did get Monster Hunter Rise, and what I played of it, I do enjoy. I've got such a big backlog, guys, so it's going to be eons before I finish any of this. But this has like a more animated style to it, if you can't see. Now, the original Monster Hunter Stories came out on the 3DS, but I did not play that one. So kind of excited to jump into that. And this is another Switch game that it's going to be quite a while before I get to, but this is Ys 9 Monstrum Nox. This is the packed edition, which came with a downloadable content code and a couple other goodies here. So kind of wanted to get the collector's edition, but couldn't. And Ys games are really hard to come by if you guys are into these games. So if you find a physical copy of any of them, you might want to pick it up, because if not, you're going to be struggling to find it. I think you can get Ys 8, at least on the PS4 on Amazon, but otherwise they're really hard to come by. So next game I got is actually a PSP game, and this one is called Gunpei. Now, interesting story behind this one. This is actually named after the creator of the Game Boy, Gunpei Yokoi. He unfortunately, I do believe it was in 1997, he unfortunately was killed in a car accident, which is really unfortunate. But he was a really creative guy, a very good guy, very sweet guy from what I understand. But yeah, this game was pretty much made as a tribute to him. Now, this actually is not the original release. The original one came out on an obscure console called the WonderSwan. That was a console that was only released in Japan. That was another one of Yokoi's inventions. He loved games, he loved toys. It's a pretty neat handheld from what I see. I don't currently own one, of course, but a lot of the games are in Japanese, so if you don't understand the language, there's not going to be much that you can play, but this is one of the few exceptions. So since I don't have a WonderSwan, I do get this one, and there is some added content to it. So pretty excited to have that. This one was kind of a weird find. It's a 360 game, still sealed. I actually found this at a discount store called Five Below, if anyone's ever heard of that place. I actually went in there for something completely different, and occasionally they'll have video games. They're usually not very good, but I came across this and just kind of wanted to pick it up because it's a 360 game that's still sealed, and that's Darksiders 2. No, again, never played a Darksiders game. I have had people tell me that, yeah, I do need to try it out, but we'll get there eventually. And I got a couple PS2 games, and what's interesting about these is these are actually going to be my first imports for the PS2. I do have a couple for the PS1. My goal eventually is to get a modded PlayStation 2, which it will be region-free. The way they modded has something to do with like the chipset and a couple other things that they have to add in there, but too complicated for me to try to do, and I don't want to ruin the PS2 I already have because I would like to keep that. But we have these are Tales games, and I love the Tales series. We have Tales of Destiny 2. Now, for anyone who's a Tales fan, this was actually the original release of Tales of Destiny 2. We actually didn't get this one. The Tales of Destiny 2 that we got is actually called Tales of Eternia in Japan. So it's kind of a different storyline, kind of how they done with Final Fantasy. Like we got Final Fantasy 1 here, and then I think they skipped to Final Fantasy 4, which was Final Fantasy 2. And then Final Fantasy 6 was Final Fantasy 3 for us. I could be botching that a little bit, but you guys get the idea. So that's the story behind this one. So we did not get the original Tales of Destiny 2, but from what I've seen of it, it does look pretty awesome. And then we also got Tales of Rebirth. This did not come out in any way, shape, or form over here. But again, it does look pretty neat. What I'll have to do is follow like a English walkthrough guide for these. I've done that for a couple games on the PS3 and PS4, so this shouldn't be any different. Just might take me a while. And the next one we have here is a GameCube game. This is Metroid Prime Echoes. Again, have not played much of the Metroid Prime games, but I really love the cover on this one. I love, like the holographic look on it. And Metroid's pretty fun, what I've played of it. But can't wait to get into this. I really need to dig out my GameCube. I've been neglecting it, like, badly. And then the next few here, they're different systems, but I got these at a yard sale for like $5 each. I'm trying to pull off like the tags here, but anyway, the first one is the PS3 game. This is Bioshock Infinite. Again, I played some of the Bioshock games, not too familiar with them. But this actually does include, I just now noticed it, the first Bioshock. So that is pretty neat. And then the next few I got are some Wii U games. Now, I'm actually, these cases are probably not in the best shape, but hey, for $5, you couldn't beat it. And there's some games in here that go for a lot more than $5. So, but I do have, I don't know if I've talked about this in another video. I will in this one, but wait till the end and I'll explain. So we have, again, for the Wii U, we have Lego. This is Marvel Superheroes. We have Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I actually used to own this game, and I don't know why I got rid of it. I got rid of a lot of my Wii U stuff that I've really regretted over the years. I got Lego Dimensions. I'm not really going to be into collecting like the figure sets for these. I just kind of wanted the game, but again, I'll explain later. And we also have Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, which is a terrible game, but again, I'll explain why I have all these later. Okay, those ones I'm actually going to do last. Well, maybe not last, but close to last. I also have this Monster Hunter Stories 2 lapel pin that I got with the game. I just figured I'd show that really quick. And then I also have Cyberpunk 2077 for the PS4. Now, I did get this on the Xbox One. Have not played that one yet, honestly. But when I found, this was on sale at Best Buy for $10. And it was supposed to come with a steelbook, but that was on back order. I actually have to go pick that up today, or they're going to cancel my order on Tuesday, which I work. So I really only have today to pick it up. But if I install the PS4 version, I will get the PS5 version. Now, the way Sony does it with cross-generation games, I think is kind of stupid. But I mean, for this one, I'll kind of make an exception because it is a little bit buggy on last-gen consoles. It runs much better on the Series X and the PS5. I do hear PC is the best way to play it, but I don't have a gaming PC. I will one day, but not right now. All right. And then the next bit I want to show you is I've got a nice little stack of Vita games, both complete and loose. So I'm actually going to go over the loose ones first. Oh, actually, that one has a container for it. I'm going to have to put that in. So the loose games that I currently have are Child of Light. So the Vita games I'm not going to be too picky about just because they're so hard to find. I have Mod Nation Racers, which I think I actually have this game. I don't know if my camera can focus. I think I have that game on the PlayStation 3 as well. And this actually came with my Vita, and I didn't realize it until a little bit after. But this game is called Tokuden, which actually does have an English version. So I'll probably pick that up instead. I'm kind of on the fence about keeping this one, but it matches my console, so I better, I don't really know. I don't know. All right, so now go to the ones here that are complete. So we have, first of all, I'm going to go with the ones that I've actually had a chance to play. So this first one is Virtue's Last Reward. This is like a horror visual novel adventure game. You can get through the game initially in maybe 2 to 4 hours. I forget exactly how long. But there is a total of, let me see. There is a total, if you guys can see this, whoops. I'm just messing everything up here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There's a total of 24 endings to this game. So, yeah, you can get through it initially in just a few hours, but to experience it in full, it's going to take you quite a while. So, yeah. I did complete it once, but I definitely need to go back because that has a very compelling story to it. Now, this one, of course, is a game that I've wanted so badly. This is Tales of Hearts R. The original Tales of Hearts actually came out on the Wii, but that was Japan only. We never got the original Wii release, but that's okay. Vita version works just fine. This game's really expensive right now, but I actually got this as a gift. So, not in the traditional sense. I'll probably go into detail in a later video, but yeah, I'm very thankful to have this, to say the least. Very thankful. Let's see here. I think this is everything. Okay. I feel like I'm missing a game, though. I could be wrong, but if I am, I'll put it in the next pickups video. No problem. So, got a couple more visual novels here. So we have Steins Gate, which is a game that I have really been curious about. I've heard a lot of people say this is probably one of the best visual novels out there, so I definitely will have to try that. And then we have Code Realize, Future Blessings. So I could take a good look at that if I can get rid of the glare. And then this is like a tactical RPG. This is Ragnarok Odyssey Ace. No, then this is not tactical. This is kind of like Monster Hunter in a way, but I think it's a little easier to understand. But again, I did not have a chance to play that. The last bit I'm going to show you guys, I have to reach over here to grab. It's actually something that I have been very excited to have in my collection. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to, but I have this N64 here. So this is one of the fantastic colors. This is Great Purple, which purple is my favorite color. So I was excited to find this. But what's different about this is actually modded. So it plays all regions, you know, like your North American, Japanese, and PAL games. So this will probably be my go-to console, since I am into N64 imports. But again, I've always wanted a fantastic N64. The only one I'm missing that I want is the gold one, but that's really outrageous. So who knows? Maybe I'll come across it one day. We'll see. But yes, I am so excited to have this one. It actually feels a little heavier than your standard N64. Let me actually see here. I'm just going to pull out my, this is my regular charcoal version. Actually, they are about the same weight. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, so then I also got a stack of N64 imports. I actually found a retro game store about an hour away from me that I've never really heard of until recently. But this first one I'm actually just calling Disney Tetris. This actually, they had a loose copy of this at a local store, like much closer to me. And when I asked the owner about it, he said he actually had promised it to someone else. But I was really happy to find it complete in box. I actually prefer to get my Japanese ones complete in box, just because they're usually in much better shape. So A lot of these guys, I'm sorry, I'm just going to kind of rapid fire these because I don't really know the titles. I know this one's a custom robo game. It says right there on the cover. So, know that. And this is almost like a mahjong type game. The box is a little rough, but that's okay. I actually got that really cheap. This one looks like an RPG because it does say kind of RPG there. But whatever it is, it's a sequel to something because you see the 2 there. So very excited to have these. I don't think I'm going to get too many more imports. I'll probably get one if I find it local, but I'm trying to get the imports like of games that never came out here. So that way I don't have duplicates in my collection. So I'd rather just focus on that if I can. But anyway, that does it for this pickups video. Again, I feel like I am missing a Vita game somewhere. It could be in my bedroom because I do take my Vita to bed sometimes. Like I said, if I come across it, I will show it in the next pickups video, no problem. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and comment down below if you'd like. Subscribe again if you'd like, no pressure. And I will catch you guys in the next video. I hope everyone is having a great day. It's Sunday. Going on vacation here in about a week or so. So looking forward to that. But one thing I actually did want to mention about these Wii U games is I am actually on an endeavor to get a full North American Wii U collection. So most of the games are still fairly reasonable. There are a handful that are going up in price, but I am going to try to complete that because the library is kind of small. I think 166 physical release games total. Something to that effect. It was like 160 something or maybe 170. So I am on the lookout for those. So expect some Wii U pickups in the in the future. And hopefully we'll get there. I'm still working on the N64 collection, kind of at a standstill, but we'll get there eventually, guys. All right, take care. Keep on gaming.